golden young, golden starfish.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top 10 of my favorite Android games. I've been owning this LG Optimus L7 or P700, whatever you call it, for around 6 months now, and even though it's pretty slow sometimes, I'm pretty satisfied with it when it comes to games. So I wanted to show you my top 10 Android games, and here we go.
Number 10.
Number 10 of my favorite Android games is the 100 Mission series. There are 3 parts till now, but not 100 missions as you might think, but only 16. It's some kind of point and click adventure and a room escape game. You have to collect items and combine them, and there are some pretty challenging riddles in it, but also some not very logical things, like that your top agent can't walk on wet floor or that he can't go into dark rooms. And what I also don't like is that there are no frequent updates, so it will take a few months or even years till we really can play 100 missions. But all in all, this game is pretty good to train your brain and it's fun.
Number 9.
The next game is Sad Day. This is not a shooter as you might think, but a zombie survival simulation. This might sound boring, but this game is really great. You have to take decisions which weapons you take, or if you help others, or just loot them, or where you want to go. It might look boring, but it's really a very exciting game. And also I like the music, and at the end you see the results and then you know if you will survive the zombie apocalypse or not.
Number 8.
Now here is something for the Star Wars fans out there like myself. This is Alpha Squadron, a spaceship flight or fighting simulation, whatever you will call it. I think they got the inspiration by Star Wars, because the music sounds like Star Wars, the enemy fighters look like TIE fighters, and my own spaceship looks like an X-Wing. What I like about this game are the graphics, the explosions look great, and also the sound is great. The controls are, they are okay, but if you're flying downwards it's kind of weird, and also I don't like that there are invisible borders. And sometimes it's a little bit laggy, but all in all the atmosphere is great. You can fight those huge spaceships, and you got your wingman. If you're a Star Wars fan, I can really recommend you to play this game, and if you're not, try it also. I really like it.
Number 7.
Now this next one is a pretty complex tower defense game. This is Bomba Pacific Defense. It consists of a campaign with 22 missions and 2 bonus missions. You got different enemies, ships, ground units and planes. The missions are differing, so in some you only fight against ground units, in others there are ships and planes and so on. You got different buildings, from machine guns to cannons, flamethrowers, to communication towers which increase the range of your guns. And there's also this building which allows you to call in air support. You can upgrade these buildings, and you can also upgrade them in the game. You can also sell them or dig them in, which increases their damage. The campaign has fixed paths, but there's also these 2 bonus missions. There are no paths, so you create a path with your turrets, and this path has to be as long as possible, so all of your turrets can shoot at the enemies as long as possible. All in all, this is a very good game. It has some decent graphics and a high replayability. Go check it out.
Number 6.
Now with this next game we go back to the Cold War era. This is Atomic Bomber. We are the pilot of this plane and we have to destroy buildings, cars, as well as anti-aircraft guns which shoot rockets at us. You can dodge them if you got some practice, and also there are enemy fighters which you can avoid by not flying into this circle. Also you can pick up items to add more bombs, increase the blast power of your bombs, or even add a nuclear bomb to your arsenal. In the options you will find 3 different options for the screen size. One for the tablet mode, a smaller one, and the normal one which I'm using. This game is very simple but yet addictive. It's pretty frustrating if you get hit because you lose all items, but if you buy the full version this does not happen, but I didn't buy it. My high score is 264. If you play this game, tell me yours.
Number 5.
Number 5 is the game Gem Miner 2, where our objective seems to be pretty simple. We just have to find the pink diamond. The problem is that this diamond is very deep under the earth, so we have to dig. At the beginning we only find cheap resources like coal, and the deeper we dig the more valuable the stones become, like silver or diamond. We can sell those in the store to buy ladders, explosives and elevators. And this takes some time, as you can see, but it's not getting boring because of hazards like falling rocks, water, and if you use dynamite it can even happen that you put yourself on fire. Also we can upgrade our stamina and power at the store and sell some discoveries at the museum. In addition to this free play mode there are also some missions where you have to dig tunnels under a lake or explore old graves and something like that. This makes the game very enormous, so it never gets boring and you should really try it, it's a nice game.
Number 4.
We're getting closer to the top 3 games. This is Plague Incorporated, which barely didn't made it, but nevertheless this is a great game. It's very strange, but you will like it. First of all you choose a disease, like a bacteria, virus or others. Each one of them has its own abilities and properties. Then you can choose a name for your disease. I'm going with Beaver X7 or something, never mind. Then you can also choose some perks which modify your genes and get you some bonuses. And once the game started you choose a country or area in which your disease starts, so one person there gets infected. I know Justin Bieber is from Canada, but I will start in Europe because I'm from Austria. And these bubbles are important. You have to tap at them to get DNA points, which you can see in the bottom left corner. And you use those DNA points to modify your disease. So for example, I'm evolving the air ability, so the disease spreads faster through air. I'm gonna fast forward through this whole game because it takes very long. These news also give us some hidden tips, for example that the population in urban areas has decreased, so we boost our rats because they live in urban areas and help to spread the disease. And there we go. And now I won't de-evolve this symptom because nearly 5.5 billion people are infected. And as you can see, I didn't de-evolve this symptom, so they noticed it and started work on the cure, as you can see in the bottom right corner. So only 15% of the world population are still healthy. That's a good sign. So Canada, Justin Bieber's home country, is still green. So I can take a look at the country facts, and there I see that it's a cold country, so I developed the ability to withstand cold temperatures. So the cure is at 16%, so I will de-evolve all these transmission abilities and invest those DNA points into the symptoms so the illness gets more lethal. As you can see, the global deaths are increasing, but also the cure is at 55%. And no one on Earth is still healthy. There are 450 million dead people. Those blue planes fly the cure from country to country, so if I tap those cure bottles, it will decrease the speed of the cure development. So the cure is nearly at 80%, so I will develop another symptom to make the disease more lethal. Oh no, the cure for Bieber is finished. There are less and less infected people, and I think I lost. I know this game takes a lot of time and it doesn't look that entertaining, but it's the only game I bought for my Android phone. That's how much I like this game. So I hope I convinced you to try this game. You can play the free version if you don't want to buy it. To sum up, this game is very complex and it takes a lot of time, but it's at the same time strange and it's great. Try it.
Number 3.
The next game is Dawn Hero. In this one you can select a hero. So you can pick the warrior, the ranger, which I took, or the wizard. Each one of them has its own advantages, as you can see. Then before the game starts you can upgrade your hero so he can take more damage or does more damage, or you can also upgrade these special powers or spells. Then you can upgrade your warriors, your troop. The better the warrior, the more expensive he will be, and you can also choose weapons for them, which you have to buy. And then there are the trophies, so if I cast the cure spell for 150 times I will get 1000 coins, for example. Now we will start a new game, so we choose which warriors will be in our troop. On the next screen we see our spells. Those are some special powers that will take some time to be available. This is our hero. And at the bottom left corner you see our souls. So this one goes up automatically. You can also upgrade it so it does this faster. And we need those souls to buy new units. Our hero automatically attacks enemies which come in from the right side. And my first spell is already ready, so if I click on it I can recreate health. And there I die. So I'm gonna try this again, but I got a lot of coins, so I will upgrade my hero first so he can cause more damage. And also I will upgrade this goblin mage so he causes more damage and takes more damage himself. And furthermore I will choose another spell. This meteor shower is pretty effective. So let's try it again. Now the enemies are getting closer and closer, but my favorite spell is ready, the charm spell. If I use this, the enemies will fight for me. You can also upgrade it, so more of them fight for you. And now also the meteor shower is ready, which causes massive destruction, as you can see. So maybe I will win this time. That big guy there costs 50 souls, but he's pretty strong and takes a lot of damage. And because this is stage 90, there is this end boss every 10 stages, which is very strong. I hope I can defeat him. Yes, I think we'll defeat him. With this big guy. Yes, there you go. He's dead and I won this stage. There's my reward. And I also get a free weapon. So I can click on troop and you see which units use which weapon. And this big guy uses this kind of weapon, so I sell his weaker one and equip the stronger one which I got. Yes, and this game is also pretty addictive. I think if you like defense games, you will also like this one. Yes, go and check it out.
Number 2.
Number 2, this is the game Zombie Frontier, which is a first-person shooter with zombies. Now the first thing you will notice when you open the game is this wheel, this lucky wheel down there. You can spin it for free once a day, otherwise it costs you 2 coins. There you can win grenades or medipacks or money. Then there are the missions. There are 3 types of missions. The rescue missions where you have to kill some amount of zombies. Then there are some boss fights, and this is the survival game mode, which I will show you. Then in the mission description you will see the difficulty of the mission and at the bottom the reward you will get for finishing it. Then you can choose 2 weapons. Each of them costs money and also the ammo costs money. And here you can buy medipacks or grenades, or you can upgrade your armor. And down there are some perks. I will buy the double cash perk. And now let's play. There are different kinds of zombies. I hate those bats because they are so fast. So in this survival game mode I will have to survive for 3 minutes, which is not that easy with this difficulty with 2 stars. But if you use grenades wisely and don't forget about your ammo, then you will make it. What I find good is if you shoot the zombies in the head, they not even die quicker, but you also get $10 for each headshot. And because this is the Christmas edition, there are still these presents which give you a reward if you shoot at them, which I recommend. As I said, you can equip 2 weapons, but my Steyr-Aug is much better than this shotgun because I upgraded the AUG to the maximum level. So this is the other game mode where I have to kill 175 zombies. Some of them even jump at me. If you're new to this game you will be shocked because at the beginning it is very difficult, but once you earned enough money to buy proper weapons, it will become fun to play. You shouldn't forget about your ammo. You will have to buy a lot of ammo for each mission, because there are hundreds of zombies incoming, and now in this case I even bought the fire rate up perk, which increases the fire rate by 20%. So I'll have to buy a lot of ammo. And as you can see at the top right corner, there's the ammo, and underneath this yellow line is the overheating indicator. If this turns red, you won't be able to use the gun. So before you start a mission, you should look at this overheating status and cool the gun down so it works. And another tip, buy grenades, they are very effective. So I also bought this grenade launcher. I'm very disappointed with it because it costs a lot of money, but it is very weak. And the most expensive weapon with 1,800 coins. I guess they want to make money out of this game, but I didn't buy anything and also reached level 15. Yes, and that's it. If you like zombie games or shooters, then you really should try it. It is free and you will have a lot of fun with it.
And the winner is Hill Climb Racing.
Yeah, you heard it. My number one Android game at the moment is Hill Climb Racing, which is a very nice, more like rally game. You got 7 vehicles to choose from. You have to unlock them with the help of coins that you earn. I'll take this squad now because I haven't really played with that one, I think. There are 8 different maps and each vehicle has 4 different attributes that you can upgrade. Yeah, and your simple mission is to drive as far as possible. There are 2 dangers. The first one is that you run out of fuel, which you can see in the top left corner. And the second is that you crash. There we go. Wow, great. There are some coins on the ground which you can pick up, and you can also do backflips and front flips, which give you coins. And furthermore, which is important for later, you get coins every time you are long in the air. So if I make a long jump, I get this air time bonus, which are also coins. By accelerating or braking, I can balance the car in the air and perform flips or crash like we have seen before. Ouch. Never mind, my fuel was out anyways. So I'll show you another vehicle which was in the last upgrade, the tank. This one uses a lot of fuel, like in reality, so you will have to upgrade the fuel attribute. But as you can see, it has a good acceleration and suspension. In this cave level you also have to watch out for the ceiling, because you can also break your neck by driving too fast and jumping too high and hitting your head on the ceiling. Now I'm doing pretty well actually with this tank, better than expected. Maybe I will break my record with 1097 meters. As you can see at the top left corner, the next checkpoint is at 1200 meters, so if I reach this I'll get a bonus. Oh no. Shit. That hurt. And now I'll show you my trick for this game, which is to unlock the moon level as soon as possible, because, as we know, the gravity on the moon is much weaker than on Earth, so we can make huge air times there and get a lot of coins and even do backflips. I use the monster truck for this, that's my favorite vehicle. So you can jump very far and get a lot of coins, which you can use to buy new vehicles or upgrade them or unlock new maps. At first I was very skeptical about this game, but when I tried it a few times I started to really like it. It's a lot of fun. Maybe it's not for smaller children, because that sound when he breaks his neck is very awful. Yes, those were my 10 favorite Android games. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me some feedback. And this video was a lot of work, so I hope you appreciate it by leaving me a subscription. That would be awesome. So stay tuned for new videos and have a nice day.